Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. Last time left off, we began a trial to discover who killed Ishimaru and Yamada, and basically we were just right off the bat trying to figure out, can it really be Harakiri who did it? And now we're trying to go over all the details of the murders, so let's go ahead and get started here. And I believe at first he's like, they gotta figure out, about Ishimaru's body, so we'll just hope the text fixes itself before I actually get into this non-stop debate, but I'm pretty sure it will. So, we have that to work with. First of all, was Ishimaru killed before Yamada? Or was it after? We know what order they were killed in. Ishimaru was killed later. Why do you think that? The numbers on the Justice Hammers. Yamada was killed with hammer number 3. And Ishimaru was killed with Justice Hammer number 4. See? Ishimaru was obviously killed later. While, yes, Justice Hammers are assigned numbers, were they really used in that order? He brings up a very good point. Just because they were killed with a certain number of hammers doesn't mean they were died in a sequential order, so what we gotta do for this phase is you gotta convert this ammunition, like what order, and you gotta use it for, well, if my dog stops barking, on this one, the numbers on Justice Hammer, because it just doesn't work out like that. Hi, Benji. You want to keep barking at your treat? You want to start barking right when I start recording? Yeah, just look at me like I'm an idiot. Well, what are you gonna do? Hopefully he'll be quiet. No, it's not necessarily this case when they were killed in the same order as the hammers were numbered. In fact, wouldn't it make sense that that was all just a diversion by the culprit? If numbers on Justice Hammers are a diversion by the culprit, then in reality Ishimaru was killed first and Yamada was killed after that? If that's the case, could you present some more evidence? Evidence that shows Ishimaru was killed before Yamada. I need something to show his time of death. Okay, excuse me. And now we're gonna have an epiphany anagram. Now, as you saw, we gotta know what his time of death. What was he wearing? To show the time. 5-letter word. Looks like we're getting there, and obviously it is. It's his watch. If you remember, it stopped just after 6, I believe. I'm not sure if it was before or after, but yeah, 6 a.m. And we didn't find Yamada for a while later, right? And we saw him alive in the library. That's right, Ishimaru's wristwatch. Look at this. It's broken, and the hands were pointing to just after 6 when it happened. It was likely to be broken when he was attacked by the culprit. After all, when we saw him last night, he was looking at his watch, and he knows what time it was. And it says right there, look down his wristwatch. Given his watch wasn't broken last night, there's no mistaking he was attacked at 6 this morning. In short, that's the time Ishimaru was killed. But if he was killed at 6 this morning, it happened much before Yamada was murdered. And even before Celeste was first attacked, a little after 7. Yes, Ishimaru's murder happened before any of the other incidents. We made a wrong assumption. Because of those Justice Hammers, we wrongly assumed the order things happened. The culprit intentionally numbered the weapons and had them increase in size as well. So we would assume the incidents occurred according to the hammer's numbers. Furthermore, if we assume Ishimaru was murdered just after 6, and nobody has an alibi for his murder. Reason being, he was murdered before we met up in the cafeteria. Indeed, that is the case for Ishimaru's murder. But everyone has an alibi for the time Yamada was murdered. Oh, yeah, when Yamada was killed. Yep, everybody was out looking for the madman. When we heard Yamada scream from the infirmary, everyone but Harakiri and Kirigiri were together. After that, we rushed down to the infirmary and saw Yamada's corpse. It's true! We've got alibis! I've got it! The culprit recorded his scream with a tape recorder and played it back later, dude! And where's the tape recorder? Beats me! Don't just spew anything out that comes to mind! In any event, when we heard Yamada's scream, we all clearly had alibis. Which means nobody who was there with us could have killed Yamada. Yep. Video froze there for a minute. I hope everything's still okay. And not just Yamada's murder either. That the subsequent disappearance of the corpses is the same. When Yamada's corpse disappeared from the infirmary, Asahina and I were together in the restroom, and everyone else was in the physics prep room. Yes. And it was the same. It was the same when Ishimaru's corpse disappeared from the prep room. At that time, we were all gathered in the infirmary because of the disappearance of Yamada's corpse. And I was all by myself, sleeping like a baby in a physics prep room. Then, could a genocider have moved Ishi's corpse? Even if she could have relocated Ishimaru's corpse, she couldn't have moved Yamada's from the infirmary. When Yamada's corpse went missing, she was still unconscious in the prep room. Of course, I didn't do either of them anyway. In short, none of us are capable of having committed Yamada's murder of relocating the corpses. Looking at it another way, only Hagakiri or Kirigiri, who are unaccounted for, could have done it. What now, Kirigiri? This conversation's just going in circles trying to decide who done it. So rather than who did it, how about we try thinking about how they did it? I believe this method by which Yamada's corpse was moved is of particular importance. Yeah, I agree. As much as I searched, I could never find an answer on how his body was moved. And what's more, according to Celeste, according to her, they were only gone for a minute, and in that minute of time, his corpse was moved. Apparently, his body disappeared in the span of a single minute, while Celeste and Asahina were away. But to move a body that large from the first floor to their art storage room on the 3rd floor, no matter how you look at it, man, that just ain't possible, dude. I wonder if I said there was a way to make that impossible feat possible. What? How? Have the corpse move itself. Huh? You mean a corpse could move on its own? Like a zombie? Another ghost! We're not talking about the supernatural. What the woman's trying to say is, there's a possibility that Yamada, whom we believe to be dead, was actually alive. He was alive? So, Yamada was not transported from the infirmary, but moved himself with his own 2 legs? Then, what does that make the corpse we saw in the infirmary? That was him pretending to be dead. That's not possible. Is it really possible that Yamada was actually alive? Well, maybe. Okay, well, let's find out what the hell's going on here. Is it possible that when Yamada was first found in the infirmary, damn it, he was alive? No, that couldn't be. Yamada was without a doubt dead. How can you be so sure? You heard a corpse discovery announcement too. Announcement was made because we discovered Yamada's corpse. What else could it have been? Is that really so? Perhaps someone else's corpse triggered that announcement. Someone else's corpse, huh? At that time, only one corpse discovery announcement was made. On top of that, Yamada and Ishimaru's corpses were discovered at almost exact same time. Alright. Now, what we gotta do for here is pretty much what they said at the end here, you know, because they heard it because they found Yamada's body. But what about Kirigiri, where she said that maybe they simply just heard it was someone else's corpse that triggered the announcement? So we gotta take that assertion and blast it with what's her name's Celeste's assumption that it was Yamada's corpse that caused the discovery. So, or it caused the announcement. So here it is. Get that out of the way and no! Freaking A. Forgot I shouldn't have held on to it, but I did. I guess I guess even letting it go, like letting the, if you say you hold the triangle button on accident, it's gonna convert the ammo. I didn't want that to happen. I simply just wanted to press it, and I tried letting go, but it was too late, so. Whatever. I mean, wasted 30 seconds or so. Oops. In any case, we got it. Yeah, still perfect anyway. So yeah, I mean, it could have been discovery of Ishimaru's corpse that caused that discovery announcement. Was that corpse discovery announcement actually triggered by discovery of Yamada's corpse? Of course it was. We heard the announcement immediately after finding Yamada's corpse. But the people who found Ishimaru's corpse experienced the same thing. He's exactly right. We heard that announcement immediately upon discovering Ishimaru's corpse. What I'm saying is, aren't we confusing Ishimaru's corpse discovery for Yamada's corpse discovery announcement? Had 2 corpses have been discovered, there should have been 2 announcements. I imagine Monokuma was just being lazy and combined them both into a single announcement. What do you have to say about that? I don't want to step on anyone's toes, so I can't go into much detail. But I'll tell you this. A corpse discovery announcement only occurs when 3 or more humans first discovered a dead body. That doesn't tell us anything, dude. We want to know if you were lazing out on us. No, that was more than enough. Huh? He said it only happens when we first discover a dead body. Which means no matter how many times we discover the same body, multiple announcements won't be made. That being said, what triggered that corpse discovery announcement? That one? Which one? Over the course of the day, we heard a corpse discovery announcement made twice. There were 2 corpse discovery announcements. First one happened when we discovered both the bodies in the infirmary and prep room. And then the second one... Well, the second one happened... Wasn't it when we rediscovered the bodies? So... Yeah. What the hell? That does kind of make sense now, doesn't it? Huh. Alright then. The second corpse discovery announcement was made when we rediscovered the bodies in the storage room. Ding dong, ding dong. Oh well, whatever. At the time, I didn't pay the announcement much mind, but doesn't that contradict what Monokuma told us? If they're only made if they're only made the first time a body is found, we wouldn't have heard one when we rediscovered them. Then of course it has to be what we thought what was us rediscovering corpses was in reality discovering one of them for the first time. Put simply, when Yamada was first found in the infirmary, he was not yet dead, and we discovered his corpse in the true sense of the word in the art storage room. But that's not all. There's even more evidence suggesting that Yamada was still alive in the infirmary. Evidence? I know all about that. He was good at playing dead. That's all the evidence you need. I would hardly call something as so insignificant evidence. As I expected, there exists no evidence that he was actually alive. In that case, let's go back over once more the condition Yamada's body was in. I'm certain it'll all be clear to you then, whether he was alive or dead. I doubt anything will come of it. This is definitely evidence that there is definitely evidence that Yamada was alive. I just need to show that to everyone else. And I think we all know what it could be, so... But, you know, we'll go through this phase to figure it out. Yamada's glasses. We first discovered Yamada's corpse in the infirmary. But while Celeste and I were in the restroom, his body disappeared. And it was next discovered in the art storage room. Before he was moved and after he was moved. Aside from his orientation, nothing changed about his body. Was he really alive? Inconceivable. It's foolish to even consider. Alright then, something doesn't feel quite right about when I saw Yamada's body in the infirmary and when I saw it again in the art storage room. And we're right, remember his glasses? When we first found him in the infirmary, it was covered in blood. When we found him in the art storage room, it was clean. So to say that nothing changed is a total, well, it's a lie. His glasses are the changed aspect. Something is going on here. I think you guys are already kind of... Something that seems really fishy about someone in this room, but, well, we'll keep going here. There was a blatant difference between the Yamada in the infirmary and the Yamada in the art storage room. His glasses. And that should be more than enough evidence to show that Yamada was playing dead in the infirmary. Would you mind explaining yourself? Oh, okay. No problem. When we first found Yamada's body in the infirmary, his glasses were covered in blood. But when we found him in the art storage room, his glasses were clean. Furthermore, I found something in the infirmary's trash can I believe was used to wipe off the blood. The evidence I need is something I found in the trash can, which was the bloody glasses cloth. I mean, come on, if that thing doesn't scream belonging to Yamada, then come on now. I found a glasses cloth in the infirmary's trash can. From the bloodstain here on the cloth, we can deduce that this glasses cloth was used to wipe the blood off Yamada's glasses. On top of that, the character on this cloth is the same as the one on that digital camera. See? Oh, it is. The digital camera Yamada brought in with him. Princess Buko from Heretical Angel's Super Squishy Princess, right? I can't imagine anyone other than Yamada would have had a glasses cloth like this. The only people here who wear glasses are... I wouldn't be caught dead with that plebeian filth. You know, it's not his style. A tissue's all I need to clean my glasses. It's not good. You can kind of scratch it up. There's no doubt about it. This glasses cloth belonged to Yamada. I see. So where does that put us, dude? What it means is that Yamada's glasses cloth was used to clean the blood off his glasses. But even so, it doesn't necessarily mean he did it himself. Think about it a second. What benefit is a clean pair of glasses except to the person wearing them? You make a fair point. So Yams really did it himself? In which case, that means Yamada was still alive when he was found in the infirmary. And after using his own glasses cloth to wipe the blood from his own glasses, he left the room on his own 2 legs. The formerly impossible task of moving Yamada's corpse doesn't seem so implausible anymore now, does it? But if he was just playing dead in the infirmary, then where did all that blood come from? Could it have been paint or something? The infirmary's refrigerator is stocked with blood for transfusions. In all likelihood, that's what he used. I'm guessing he went way overboard, splattering the blood everywhere when he was getting ready. And that's why he needed to clean his glasses. Oh, you're such a ditz, Hiffy. Furthermore, if Yamada was alive at the time, we can also explain the disappearance of Ishimaru's corpse. It's obvious now who moved his corpse. Is it? Well, think about it. Who else but somebody, you know, we thought was previously dead, but was now alive, could have possibly moved it? None other than Yamada himself. I mean, that would explain things, right? Yamada did it, didn't he? So while we were all gathered in the infirmary, he was moving Ishimaru from the physics prep room. If that's the case, we can also explain why the art storage room's door was locked. The storage room was locked? After the 2 guys' bodies disappeared, we all went searching for them, right? Well, me and Sakura went straight to the art room then, and the door to the storage room was locked. On top of that, the door's locked is such that it can only be set from inside the storage room. In other words, when Asahina and Mogami were in the art room, someone else was inside the storage room. Which would mean that that was Yamada, just after he finished transporting Ishimaru's body. By faking his death, Yamada was able to slip under the radar and bring Ishimaru to the storage room. Meaning he wasn't simply a victim in this incident, but a perpetrator. But to think one of the victims would himself be involved in a crime. No way! I don't believe it! If it's that hard to believe, then I could show you another piece of evidence. There's still more! Yes, the most conclusive evidence of Yamada's involvement has yet to make an appearance. You know what it is, don't you, Niggy? the item Yamada stole from the victim, Ishimaru. The item he stole from Ishimaru. Wait, does she mean? Well, no, I can't. Well, okay, I'll keep going. Well, yeah. What did he steal from Ishimaru, you might be asking? Well, remember that we found his scrap of paper, but we also found a hidden note. And these two don't go together. So it would be Yamada's hidden note that he actually kind of stole from his body. You're talking about this note Yamada had hidden on himself, aren't you, Gary? Hidden on himself? We found it hidden in his underwear while investigating his body. Inside his underwear? His underwear. I see. Putting the whole underwear business aside, how about we take a look at what the note says? Found a hole like a secret path, can see the outside, probably a way out. We'll be mad when Okuma found out, so don't talk to anyone. Meet in the physics prep room at 6 a.m. Ah, that's the note I was telling you about, dude. The culprit lured me out using... Wait, hold on a sec. It's not quite the same. The note I got said, meet me in the rec room at 1 a.m. That's right. This is a completely different note from the one you received, Hagakiri. Completely different? What I'm saying is, in addition to Hagakiri, one other person was called by the culprit. And the person, the one who received this note, was none other than... Okay, this video is going for just a little bit longer. And come on, we all know the answer to it. But, you know, I like having these videos like around 20 minutes. So, we'll answer that question and continue on the case in the next episode. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. I'll see you guys later.